Hi everyone, this is Charmine from Fantastic Crafts. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. Today I wanted to make a few little treat boxes for my son's class since Valentine's Day is coming up. So I thought, maybe it would be a good idea to just film a video. So here it goes. They are very, very cute and very simple to make. I have two pieces of designer paper right here. And as you can see, if I put it together, one is just slightly smaller than the other. So these two measures, they're perfect squares. The larger one is 5 by 5, and the smaller one is 4 and 7/8 by 4 and 7/8. So it's quite simple. One of them you're going to just take it to your scoreboard, and you're going to be, actually both of them, you're going to be scoring at 1 inches all the way around. So all four corners are going to be scored at 1 inches, another 1 inch, another, and another. So I'm going to just put that to the side. Then I'm going to score this also 1 inches, 1 inches, 1, and once again another inch. What I also have over here are two colors of two circles each in those two different colors. These circles are both 3-inch circles so that it will fit perfectly in these little boxes that we're about to make. And these are going to have some scoring done to it as well. So you're going to butt it up against this corner over here. These scoreboards have corners where you can butt up your paper to. So I'm going to just have that butted to that corner. And I'm going to first score at 1.5. So in half, pretty much. And then I'm going to score at 2 1/4. So that 2 1/4 is that little dot right there on your scoreboard, as you can see. So that's 2. The first little dot is 1/4. So I'm just going to score. And all of these circles are going to be scored at the exact same places. So 1.5, 2 1/4. Again, 1.5, 2 1/4. My last one, 1.5, 2 1/4. And that's pretty much all you're scoring, at least for now. So you have that. Let's go ahead and score these first. So I have two of these. One is larger, one is smaller. We're going to be scoring one. The smaller one is, you're going to take designer paper. Before we do that, actually, let's cut these, because these are going to be little boxes. What you're going to be doing is you're just going to snip. I snip at an angle, just like that. Snip at an angle, snip at an angle, just like you would be making any kind of little box. And be snipping at angles just to eliminate some of that bulk, because otherwise just this card or the box just does not sit all the way flush, and it just doesn't give a finished look. So if you just snip a little bit on those corners, you are able to produce a much more finished looking box. And if you did that at home, I would recommend scoring before you do the little folding and varnishing before you cut these little flaps out, because then it's easier to actually fold and crease. Now I'm going to have to take a little extra step. It's not the end of the world. It's going to take a little bit more time to score and varnish these. So the smaller designer paper, you're going to be scoring with the designer paper face up, and I will show you why in just a little bit. So you fold and crease, and you fold and crease, and all of the sections. This is what I meant. If you had a if you did this a little differently by creasing before, it would have been a little easier, but like I said, not the end of the world. So to make this box, these tabs are going to go on the outside. Because of the way the box is created, we are not going to see any of this backside. So that's why I would like you should put these little tabs. All of the tabs are going to go on the outside, just like that. Now I'm going to use my art glitter glue. You can use whatever glue you would like. You can even use your let's see, this tape, the double-sided tape for this part. I wanted to use the art glitter glue because for me that's the easiest to glue, and it just dries so fast. It makes it really easy. So what I'm doing is I'm lining up the bottom just so it has a little more of a finished look and more of a box look. Just lining it up right there, making little perfect corners. Once again, see, I did this wrong, and that's okay. Just wipe it off. I had to put glue right over here instead. See, no one's perfect. We all make mistakes. And look at that. The inside is lined perfectly. None of those tabs are shown, so it's a seamless box. And that's exactly what we were going for. So let me just put this cap back on my glue that's spilling everywhere for some reason. Probably have an air bubble in there. So then let's move on to this part. I'm going to be doing the same exact thing, but remember I said to crease and varnish before you make the little cuts. So with this one, you are going to be folding. You want the box to have the designer paper on the outside, and that is why I creased it like this. So once that's done, I'm going to make that same notch on all these corners. Wherever these little marks are, I'm going to just take a notch out. Again, pretty much what I'm doing is I am cutting the score line away. And I'm not being too precise. It's just kind of, first of all, it's going to be hidden, this part of it. So I don't have to worry about that part. And plus, it just doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I agree with a lot of people saying of, you know, I don't do perfect. I definitely do not do perfect because it's handmade. And nothing handmade is going to be perfect. That's just how it is. So what's going to happen is you have this box. This is going to go in the middle, and we are going to put the little circles now, and you will see how quick and easy these are. So to begin with, we made this little score line right over here just for one thing, and that is to cut away. That's the only reason we made that score line. So I'm going to take my big little Tim Holtz shears. I'm going to cut those off before I even do any kind of varnishing, and these pieces are pretty much at this point useless, those little tabs I'm cutting off, because there's not really much you can do with it. They're too small, so I usually get rid of it. But I have my 4 colors, or 4 pieces, and what I'm going to do is just score like this and varnish. Once again, fold, varnish, fold at the crease line, and varnish, fold in the crease line, and varnish. You want to make sure you varnish these really well, because this is going to be the mechanism for closing and opening your box. So you want to make sure it's just varnished really well so you can have, it's not so difficult to open and close this box. So what I'm going to be doing now is simply folding this in and then gluing it right on that center, just like that. That's essentially everything I'm doing. That's how easy this box is. So you are going to be lining that score line with the top. So when it's up like this, it will fold in just like this. So let's do that. Taking my art glitter glue again because it's my number one glue. Dries quickly, dries clear, and is very, very easy. I'm sorry I was off camera there. Very, very simple to use. So you kind of just line that up and you press it down. Now what you want to do is you want to alternate the pattern. So if you're doing purple here, pink is going to be right here because we are alternating the pattern. And that gives a more of a, it looks a little more pretty, I think. You don't have to do that. You can use the same colors too, but I feel like you get that effect a little bit better when you do this. So alternate. This is going to be next. So what you essentially created are little tabs for you to glue your little circles on. That's what we just created earlier when we made these score lines. Sorry about that. I don't know why I keep going off camera. Right there. Just kind of want to line it up. And another awesome thing about this art glitter glue, which like right now I didn't do it that well, because it has a little bit of a dry time, very, very slightly, I can move this bad boy around and line it up exactly where I want it, and then wiggle it around to the spot that I need it at. So as you can see, purple, pink, purple, and now pink. I have to clean my little fine point thing out here because I think it has a bubble in it. That's why it's doing that. Let's see. There you go. There you go. Just kind of wiggle it. See how it moves so freely and so easily, and just kind of. There you go. And now we're going to put the tabs in. And now remember, I'm putting these tabs on the inside because it doesn't matter to me how that part looks because we have a liner for it already. So that's the beauty of this. It will look finished because we have that liner already made and created. So I'm just going to glue this flaps and just make sure it lines up. And there you go. That's one. Same thing over here. Put some glue and then match it up right there and press. Once again, put some glue. And like I said, you can use any form of glue. I wanted to just use the art glitter glue because it is the most simple for me to use and it's quick. And I'm going to be making, let's see, about 30 of these for my son's class. So I wanted it to be fast. But I still wanted it to be cute so they can just take it home. And I was going to put some treats in it. Like, I have no idea what kind. Maybe some, like any kind of candy would fit. Like little, you know those square little candy bars that they have? Those fun size ones? I think those would fit perfectly in this. So I have that. I'm going to just move these out of the way for a little bit because what I'm going to do next is put this liner in and it fits perfectly in there. Isn't that awesome? So to do that, and take this out, put some glue over here, put some glue on the bottom and all the little sides. Let's see, put it on this side and this side, and go. That's it, and you just simply drop it in. I'm so fascinated by this. I made a few, and I'm still like, wow, that's it? Like, seriously, that's it. That is all this box takes. It is quite possibly the easiest box. So I like taking my little bone folder and going and just simply pressing it down on all corners just to make sure everything sticks a little better. There you go. And there you go. So now you have your little box. So you can put your little treat in here. And to close it, you close like that. And then the last flap, you just pick it up. And you just simply do this. There you go. And this is what I meant by when you alternate it, it gives this pinwheel look. And it is adorable. And there you have it. That's it, guys. It's that simple. I am not going to be making a belly band or anything for this because, like I said, I wanted to keep it simple because I am going to be making about 30 of them. But you can add a belly band. You can add a little, sentiment here or a sentiment on the belly band. Anything is possible. But I'm just going to keep it simple and so cute. I think the kids will have a blast. And I can even, I know the kids are already going to get a lot of little candies and whatnot for Valentine's Day. So I may not do candy. I may put little erasers in here. Or, let's see, maybe little mini gel pens or mini pencils. Anything really. I mean, even little notebooks, little 3x3. This is the sizes. Yeah, let's check this size out. Yeah, it's a 3x3 box. So anything 3x3 or smaller will fit into this box, which is awesome. And once again, to close it, you kind of have to play with it a little bit, but you figure it out. Like, okay, this goes here, this goes here, and let's see, that goes down there, and that's what I mean. You kind of play with it. There you go. Oh. This one opens up. There you go. And you get the hang of it. As soon as you do it, you're like, oh, okay. And it stays closed. I'm not using anything. It stays closed. So that's another perk of this. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial on this little box. It's such a cute designer paper. And you can use any colors, anything. I just kind of wanted to keep it more Valentine's-like, but not too pink. I know I'm using the color pink, but yeah, that's okay. Go. Have a great day, guys. Bye.